Hey guys, Wendy with News Force here. Hope everybody's doing okay out there today. Okay, so this video came out and I'm going to go ahead and play it for you guys. And I think they did a fantastic job. This is the medical side of things, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it and we're going to talk about the psychological side of this for just a minute, not the actual science. So let's go ahead and play the video.
I want to add also a comment to what Tina said about the change in personality, depression, and all these things. This is very real. And we have identified the reasons from the theory, and some doctors in Italy some pathologists have confirmed that. The spike protein, unfortunately, attacks and destroys also the endocrine system. So the glands producing hormones, and hormones are what make our emotions and feelings and all those things. And so an Italian pathologist near Venice, he went on a newspaper telling that all the brains he had investigated, he found the pineal gland completely destroyed on all the people who were vaccinated. Okay. So the spike protein is also very dangerous for the endocrine system. That's why people have these changes in personality and yeah.
Okay, so what he's saying is probably very true because if you know what the bioweapon was, it was the first stages to switching people over to a cyborg. Okay, they were trying to turn man into machine. They were doing everything they could to get our human, or what others call God, out of us and turn us into them. Okay, so the people who received the bioweapons, okay, have this stuff in them, and you need to do a complete and total cleanse to get it out of you. Now, over to what he's saying, I really appreciate everything they're saying, and they're spot on. And it's sad that we're starting to find out what the damage is, but there's one thing I want to point out here. All right. So we know this is true. Thanks to warp speed, it saved humanity because 72% of the bioweapons were filled with saline. Okay. Unlike if we would have started it right now in 2025 to 2030, the way the deep state wanted to, they would have all been full of bioweapons. And if you made it, you would have been cyborged out if you made it. Okay. And you would have become their experiment to move on to the next experiment to move humans up to the next stage of cyborging, like that. Okay, but it didn't happen then. It happened in 2020 to 2025, which forced them to fill the vials with 72% saline. All right. So that leaves 18%. So in all of the areas where these vials ended up, 18% of them were filled with the bioweapon. Okay. The reason why I'm setting that stage because I want to back up psychologically to what just happened here. Okay. Remember, they put stress on us on purpose for what? To dumb us down. Fear causes you not to be able to think right. They got the food going on that's keeping us at low frequency. We got the parasites in us. They had it set up perfectly, and along came COVID. If everybody will just stop and remember the stress that it put on everyone, okay? It was so stressful that there is a good chance that people that are showing symptoms of what he's talking about with your pineal being destroyed, okay, could be just the symptoms of the psychological warfare on us the last 5 years. Not only as a nation did we go through something that was simulated, but we didn't know it was simulated. Most people didn't. They thought it was real. But we also dealt with serious problems with our medical field, with our jobs, Everything in our lives as human beings has been turned upside down the last 5 years. It did not affect one person. So I want to stop you there as you listen to what he's saying physically. Yes, this is true, but I want everybody to remember 18% was all that were bioweapons. The rest was sailing. I am telling you, beyond a shadow of a doubt, I would say 72% that suffer with these symptoms that he's talking about, okay, is what I'm going to use as post-war trauma, okay? It is trauma that we all went through, and no matter what, if you know about trauma, okay, as bit low as you go is as high you have to go, and vice versa. There is a slingshot to it, all right? And we know there's 4 stages to getting over something, and everybody is in all different spots. The main side effect I'm going to say is what he's talking about right here, okay? The side effects that are showing that, oh, it's your hormones because your pituitary gland is wrecked. That person isn't the same. Nobody's the same after COVID. I want you to show me one person that's the same. Do you see where I'm going with this? So I'm trying to tell you guys not to start grabbing your peeps that took jabs and starting to put the fear of God in them that they were one of them. What is the odds? And I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people that took the jabs have died off now. We are going to see more. But the truth of the matter is, I do believe he is describing symptoms of, yes, 18%. But almost 100% of us went through a traumatic experience, okay? And so we're going to still be showing these signs of the trauma, okay? Any man coming out of the war with post-trauma is not going to be over it in just a couple of years. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, okay? So we need to remember that we're all coming out of trauma, a very traumatic experience. It wasn't a car accident or a rape. It happened over a few years. This trauma was on us every single day. Please try and give yourselves a break and don't go running to the people you know that jabbed up, scaring them. The last thing the jab need is to be scared right now. I have not pushed forward half the stuff that has come through in the last 3 days on the people I know that jabbed up. We need them somewhat clear-headed. If you can get them to take baths and stuff like that, great. Push that direction towards the positive. Don't be running to them and cramming this down their throats, okay? They've got their own trauma coming up about the jab, and it's happening. Let the people around you, like I've always taught you, teachers, you are teachers, but not of the people you love around you. Let somebody else handle that unless they come to you and start talking, okay? Teachers, you are teachers by being woken up early to share this message with everybody. When it is presented to you, the universe will bring you these people. Do not seek them out to show them like that, guys. Okay? Let the white hats have their time with them now to show them. You had your first go around with them. They didn't wake up. You just concentrate on the moments where you get that twinge inside of you. You know what I'm talking about. Right person says something in the grocery store. Right person says just the right thing in the drive-thru. Right person says something, right in your home. You will be given signs by the universe as a person that was woken up early to be a teacher that it's time to teach. And you'll be given signs when to shut it off too. Okay, guys, like that. All right. So don't be running when RFK gets up there and says, that's it, the jab killed a bunch of people. Don't run that stuff to the people that you know that took the jab. All you're going to do is help the cabal because they will run and hide in their shells and we'll never get them out. You be supportive of them because as the information comes in and they get a hold of it someplace else, they'll begin to trust you through what you tried to tell them before. Let them come to you. But you guys that are listening to this, And you know what? I want to say something else. I don't know for sure, but I understand the pineal gland is very special. Somehow I have a feeling that if I go in and seek this out, there is a way through frequency to replace it, okay? To fix it. So, all of you that might have taken the jab that have side effects, that know that you took the jab and you know you took one of the bioweapons, get to taking those baths. Get to getting those parasites out and getting those nanotechnology out of you. I'm telling you, the med beds are coming and they will be able to rejuvenate. And there's so many things you can do to rejuvenate it. So don't let him convince you that anything, if you have a beating heart in your body, is destroyed. Remember, this is medical coming at you. And you know how much they told us the truth. Okay, and I'm not putting this guy down. He's very educational. I'm just saying there's the psychological trauma of the last 7 years that we are going through. Okay, and we all know one traumatic experience in one split second can put you on therapy for years. Remember, we went through this for years. Be good to yourself. Thank your body for surviving through it. Thank your mind for doing all the things to protect you, and start letting those walls down and recognizing that trauma. And you'll find that it doesn't have anything to do with the bioweapon. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. If you have any questions, go over to News Force Warriors and stick it in there. There are so many educated people in there. I'm so lucky in my chat to have such educated people. Throw your questions out. If it's not me, there's plenty of people to help you out. All right, guys, have a good day.